this is Kenneth Wong, your Burmese language instructor. Welcome to your very first lesson on reading Burmese. The Burmese alphabet has 33 consonant letters. They give you initial sounds like ka, ka, sa, ba, ta, ta, and so on. And the diacritic symbols like these give you vowel sounds like a, I, u, e, o, and so on. Combining these gives you words that you can read and write to convey meanings. For example, you start with the letter ga, add the diacritic called yecha, which gives you the a vowel sound, and then you add two dots, which is called wisabao or wisanalaumbao, which raises the vowel into a high tone. Altogether, you end up with the word ga, ga for vehicles, as in motor vehicles and cars. For this lesson series, we'll concentrate on one row of letter at a time, and that means 5 letters in a row in general, and then one diacritic family at a time until you have learned all the basic vowels and the entire alphabet with 33 letters. Once you have mastered these, then you can move on to special characters and diacritic combinations that give you the way to spell more complicated words. But we're already too far ahead. For this clip, for right now, let's just concentrate on this row. Let's start with this letter. This is the first in the alphabet. Its formal name is Gaji, Gaji, or the Great Ga. As a consonant, it gives you the Ga consonant sound. For English speakers, one note of caution. This is the unaspirated ga. That means it's not the same as the k sound in candle or kill or cone. It's the g sound in scandal, skill or scone. It's the g or ga pronounced without releasing a puff of air, without aspiration. One more time, it's gaji for ga. It's not ka. The next one is called kagwe, or the curly ka. As a consonant, it sounds exactly like the common English letter K, like the k sound in candle, kill, or cone. Here are the first 2 letters side by side. It's gaji for ga and kagwe for ka. Gaji and kagwe, and it's ga and ka. The next word is gange, or the little ga, or junior ga. It sounds exactly like the G in God or game or gamble in English. The next word is gaji, or the big ga, or senior ga. This one too sounds exactly like the G in God, game, or gamble. So why do we have 2 letters with the same consonant sound? Well, they are used to spell different words that may have the same pronunciation. For example, the word gata, gata for incantations and chants and mantras, is spelled with gange, but the word thanga, thanga for the monastic community or the monks is spelled with gaji, even though the ga in gata and the ga in thanga sound exactly the same. The last letter in this row is nga, nga. Now this is a consonant that is particularly difficult for English speakers because it does not exist as a consonant in English phonology. It's not na. There is a different letter for that. It's the sound that you usually make in English words like drinking, singing, living. That nga at the end of those words. Now, if I were to line these 5 letters up together and read them all, it'll be ga, ka, ga, ga, nga. Ga, ka, ga, ga, nga. Calling them by their formal names, it's gaji, kagwe, gange, gaji, nga. The great ga, the curly ka, the junior ga, the senior ga, and nga. Ga, ka, ga ga nga. Now let's talk about diacritics. By default, when a letter doesn't have any diacritics in Burmese, it's read with the a vowel sound. A, the short, abrupt, cut-off sound. This is why without any diacritics, this row is read ga, ka, ga, ga, nga. Here's the first diacritic for you, this little pull down, and it's called yecha, yecha. It's also written like this. So whether it's written in the small round form or written in the longer pull down form, they are both the same. It gives you the ah vowel sound, not the default ah, but the ah vowel sound, the longer sustained ah sound. This is the basic diacritic in the ah family. Let's say you take the letter ga and add the yecha like this, then it's no longer ga, but it becomes ga, a longer sustained tone, ga. And if you take the letter ga, add the yecha for ga, and then add two dots called wasabout or wasanalongbao, it raises the vowel sound into a high tone. It becomes ga, ga. Think of these two palates, or wasabout or wasanalongbao, as spittle coming out of your mouth when you shout, because whenever you see those two dots, it means you have to raise your vowel tone as if you're shouting or hollering somebody. That is why ga with yecha only is read ga. However, ga with yecha with two dots, wasabout, is read ga. That is the word for motor cars and vehicles. In the noun form, it means motor cars and vehicles, but in the verb form, ga means to spread out, as in spreading your hands and legs apart. I'll give you another example. Let's start off with the word ka, ka or kagwe, and add yecha so it becomes ka. Now add wasabout or two palates and becomes ka, ka. And that's the word for to be bitter in verb form, or the waist in noun form. Some of you might be asking, why do you have two different ways to write the same diacritic or symbols for vowel sound? Well, it's because with certain letters, the default yecha, the little round shaped one called waicha, won't do, because if you do that, the resulting word would look a lot like another letter in the alphabet, causing confusion. That is why, with a handful of letters that have this problem, Burmese writers from a long time ago, in their wisdom, developed the use of the longer pull down called maucha. In either case, the waicha and the maucha are just variations of the same diacritic called yecha. Alright, let's try writing some other words with what you've already learned. Take nga, nga, and then add yecha, and that will be pronounced nga, nga, the longer sustained tone. And now, if you add wasabout, or the two palates, it becomes nga, nga, the word for fish. By the way, words without any diacritics in Burmese can still have meanings. For example, this word ga by itself without any diacritic symbols means to dance. Usually you'll see it with an affirmative verb ending like this. It's read gade, gade, to dance. Or in a negative form, it's written like this. It's read makabu, makabu, to not dance. So here are three words. Ga is to dance. Ga is to shield or to protect, as in shielding yourself from the sun. Ga is vehicle or car. Ka with a yecha is read ka, ka, that means to shake. But if you add wasabout, it becomes ka, and that means waste as a noun, or to be bitter as verb, as in kade, kade, bitter. This coffee is bitter, this espresso is bitter, this medicine is bitter, and so on. In affirmative form, it will appear as kade, and in negative form, it will appear as makabu, to not be bitter. Well, that's all for the first reading lesson. Congratulations on tackling the first row of the alphabet and the first diacritic family, the R family, containing the sounds ah, ah, ah. Until next time, happy learning Burmese.